Welcome to Cigar Time, and welcome back, everyone. Little piece of business before we roll the show. We get lots of letters, I guess, not letters, emails.
Do people still write letters?
Not that I've ever seen.
I haven't
not
seen a letter in a long time.
Typewriter?
I do get mail, but they're always asking for money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the only mail I get
called a
anymore.
bill.
No, we get a ton of emails. I mean, and the emails are all over the lot. Most of them are well, the vast majority are very complimentary. I mean, they range the gamut that we'd like to see more of this and more of that. One of the favorites is more of the pairings with food and wine or liquor. Obviously, the Paul segments, Paul in the fields, Paul in the factories, Paul everywhere but the outhouse. They're very... And we've got
because we haven't done that yet.
Yeah, we're working on that. Even a few from some ladies that wanted to know where Hot Tea buys her shoes, buys her clothes. I mean, it's all over the place.
Really? It's true.
And we really appreciate that. So,
why do you think
here and now, I'm just sort of winging it here. We're going to create something right here on the set.
Oh dear. Oh boy.
Wow.
Here we go. Well, since a lot of you are opinionated,
No.
and we value your opinions very, very much.
No.
How'd you like to be on the show?
Awesome.
Really?
So
I love it.
What we'll do, we'll have submissions to our website. Paul, can we create some kind of little box that they can punch the box? And
Art for you, I can do anything.
I figured that.
Yeah.
So let's just create a box that said why I want to be on the show.
Okay.
Something like that.
I still gotta write an essay.
No, just try to keep it at 10,000 words or less.
Yeah, funny.
Do we have to do that to stay on the show?
Because
Yes. Cool. Great idea.
Not fair.
That's a great
not
idea.
Fair.
Here's mine.
So tell us why you want to be on the show.
I'm done.
And we will read each submission. We will look at them, and we will try to find someone who's a lady or a man who can add something to the show. Be objective, be subjective, be whatever you want. As you know, we try to keep it light. We try to inform you. We occasionally try to sell a cigar here and there in one of our 9 stores, but we always say support your local brick and mortar merchant, because that's the heart and soul of this whole industry.
Yeah.
It started there, and I guess at the end of the day it'll end with the brick and mortars, and everything else in the middle will maybe evaporate. But having said all that, I think it's time to...
We should tell people where to go to find this nifty.
That would be at
CCCigars.com.
cccigars.com. You notice the people that say it really have heart. And the ones who
Seriously,
say
I don't have
nothing, will be crawling back into the coffin after the show.
We can't talk over each other, you guys.
That's the only time we're allowed
That never
to talk
stopped
over
you
each
before.
other.
That's terrible.
Well, I have a reason not to talk over somebody now.
Since when?
I don't like saying that's
Moody
double.
Scott. They haven't had a cigar yet. They're
I
dying.
think
Yeah, really.
they're rattling their
7:30
cages.
and I haven't had a cigar yet.
I haven't had a cigar yet, and it's getting bad.
And I got to put up with this stuff. All right, it's time for the lovely Miss T to tell us all about our cigar today.
Cigar today is the Alec Bradley New York. It was originally made just for the New Yorkers, but it became such a big hit that they opened it up to the rest of the country. The wrapper is a Criollo 98. The binder is a Criollo 98, which is from Honduras in the Trojes region. And the filler is both Nicaraguan and Honduran. This is rolled at the Fábrica de Tabacos Raíces Cubanas factory in Honduras. I know, right?
That's very impressive.
The Alec Bradley cigars, they have consistently been in the top 25 in the last 5 years. So I wouldn't doubt this wouldn't be right up there as well, too. The 5 sizes are the 6'2", which is a Robusto, the Empire, which is a Toro, the Liberty, which is a Churchill, the Gotham, which is a Torpedo, and the Declaration, a Grand Toro. The taste profile is toasty, spicy, cinnamon, cedar, and peppery. And I say it's between like a mild to medium. So, all right.
Very nice.
Very
Thank
nice.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I think while we're smoking our New York, our Alec Bradley New York, and remember, July is Alec Bradley month.
That's right.
Scott will tell you later what we're offering, and it's pretty exciting. But before we do all that, we have a little tape to run that was made by Alan Rubin, who is the owner of Alec Bradley, and Sam Phillips, who you may remember from the last few weeks, who's their national director and sales executive, VP or something or another of marketing. He's a great guy, wonderful man.
Yes,
and so is Alan.
He was very entertaining.
So
Yes,
he's very
he
entertaining,
was.
and Alan I've known him since he got started, and he's a great guy and has done a lot for this industry. So without further ado, here's Alan.
Hi everybody over there at Cigar Cigars. My name is Alan Rubin. I am the owner of Alec Bradley Cigar Company. My friend Art Toll asked that we do just a little video, tell you a little bit about the company, about our relationship with Art and his stores and his fans there at Cigar Cigars, and a little about the new releases. I incorporated the Alec Bradley Cigars in 1996, named after my two boys, Alec and Bradley, who are now both of legal smoking age. And over the last 5 years, we are, I believe, the fastest growing cigar company in the United States. We've rated really well. We've had great support from guys like Art Toll and his patrons. And so far, we're doing okay. We're having a lot of fun. It's been a great journey. It's been a great ride so far. And I think we're just at the tip of the iceberg. Why don't you talk a little bit about the relationship, you know, with Art and some of that?
Absolutely. I was just up and did quite a few over the last couple of months.
That's
shows with Art.
Sam Phillips.
Yep, Sam Phillips, not the owner of Alec Bradley Cigar Company, by the way.
That is for sure.
But I had a great time filming the shows. Art and his crew are amazing, amazing individuals. So I know that he's got 9 different locations. I've met several of the management staff. I know that you're definitely going to be taken care of. They're well educated, very well versed in cigars in general. And I know that Art wants you to support tobacconists in general.
Yeah.
And he had mentioned that a few times on his show. So even if it's not in one of Art's 9 locations, and I know that they're...
But preferably in one of Art's 9 locations.
Absolutely, that you're definitely going to be taken care of.
Yeah. I think as a good tobacconist, you know, you want a friendly place and a good staff and a clean, a clean atmosphere that's inviting and knowledgeable staff. And I think Art provides all of that with his group and his management team, the clerks. So we're excited to be a part of what he's doing. We appreciate the support from not only the stores, but the patrons of the stores, you guys. And so let me just real quickly go into a couple of the new releases that we're doing. This is our new Alec Bradley, the Lineage. And as you can see, there's some missing. That wasn't by design. We had this on the table, and by the time we got to it, the people in our office already started going into this box. We'll fire everybody who's smoking them at the end of the day. But this is a really unique blend that we just did. It talks a little bit, it speaks to really the heritage of the company. Like I said, when I started the company, my kids, Alec and Bradley, were 1 and 4, and now they're both of legal smoking age, and this is kind of like the next generation, almost an homage to the next generation of cigar makers, people that want to come into the business, and both Alec and Bradley have shown interest in doing that. And this was about moving generations forward in something that we're very passionate about luxury lifestyle, affordable luxury lifestyle, about, you know, what cigars do, the bonding experience of cigars, the really no other product in the world like a cigar and what it does in terms of experience. We worked really hard. This is all Central American tobacco. We worked really hard between certain farms, certain locations within the farms to pick certain tobaccos to stimulate the palate, to create a unique blend, probably towards the medium side, but still very satisfying. It's something I think you could smoke any time of the day.
This is Alec Bradley's first 7x70 ring gauge that was actually released. The Alec Bradley Texas Lancero. Let me show you here for actual size.
Hold on a second. Let me cut you off. Let me just bring it down to brass tacks here. Okay?
Alright.
So you saw the cigar. Let me show you something. Whether you're a righty or a lefty, this baseball bat of a cigar is for you. If you like big cigars, this one was made for you. That was it.
Here's, guys, at the end of the day, make sure you get to Cigar Cigars. See Art and or one of his clerks, managers at all 9 locations.
Right.
We're ecstatic to be a part of his Alec Bradley month, and the deals that they're running I know are phenomenal. Don't tell Alan about them.
Yeah.
I know they're phenomenal.
What deals? Enjoy. Thank you.
Thanks, Alan. That was very informative, and thanks for the shout-outs. And didn't know you cared about me that much, but
He's the one.
Nothing he does, but
it's very much appreciated. I'll expect flowers on Valentine's Day and my birthday. No, seriously, just keep making great cigars. Don't worry about the flowers. I guess it's time for us to talk about the cigar, no, not time to talk about the
It's
cigar.
only been 5 minutes. We don't smoke
I
a
know,
lot.
not Paul in the factory.
Not yet.
Yeah. I want to talk about a topic.
Talk about a topic. Well, I have one. I've noticed, and it really hit home this morning as I was driving in, a massive societal change. When I was a youngster, somebody my age now would have 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot in the banana peel. Now, people my age are, running marathons, going long distance, and swimming miles, and working like a fool like me, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But what really drove it home, and this is, talk about left field, a few months ago, XM Radio, which I was a charter subscriber, been listening to for I don't know how many years now.
He's a charter.
I listened to 4 different channels, Channel 4, Channel 5, Channel 6, Channel 7. As you might guess, Channel 4 is music from the golden age, the 40s, the 30s and 40s. The 50s, the birthplace of rock and roll. The 60s, the continuum and the English invasion. And the 70s, didn't understand a lot of the words, but I liked the music.
Did you not understand it back then or now?
Well, when they played
Back
it
then,
backwards,
I know why you didn't.
That was pretty good. When they played it backwards, I sort of got it. They all sounded like Abbey Road, though.
I've done that.
But what happened a few months ago, all of a sudden Channel 4 became the Billy Joel channel.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I love Billy Joel. I've seen Billy Joel in concert several times. I even like some of the women he married. So, and I can listen to Piano Man at least 3 or 4 times a day, and Allentown 3 or 4 times a day. I get it.
Down
But
Easter Alexa.
Yeah, something
Love
like
that song.
But I
Even
really
Golden Age.
miss my golden age. I really miss my Benny Goodman and my
that the 50s?
jazz and Martha Tilton and all the great singers and
The
bands.
40s.
And it drove me nuts. So I went online to see if I was the only one missing this. And apparently there was a pretty big outrage. Now, where I'm coming to in this long, bloated story.
Please.
Yeah,
I know.
Let's come to it.
I know.
We'll be done with the show before he's finished.
Apparently, XM got it. Because this morning they restored jazz. They restored the big band. They restored Channel 4 to what Channel 4 was. Because a bunch of old farts like me screamed and yelled and jumped up and down. Now, 40, 50 years ago, that wouldn't have happened. We'd have been happy to get our Social Security check and our bottle of Geritol.
And box of Depends.
Not me. I'm
You
going
mean
out
Gramper.
before that. So I guess if you follow this long, laborious story, you get the point. The point is that the oldsters, the old-timers like me and several now graying society, we get it. We get it. We vote. We make noise when we're displeased. Don't screw with us.
There's
Did they-
one.
wait a
There's
second.
one old man who
There
was
should be
very
a-
upset that they switched back.
One.
Yeah, Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
No, I think they put him on Channel 209
Did they
or
move-
something.
did they move him?
I haven't figured it out. I tuned on
Okay, but
Channel
the thing
4
is-
and there it
but-
was.
But the thing is, XM does that all the time. XM and Sirius, they do that all the time. They take certain stations and for a short period of time,
Well, this was several
change
months.
it. Well, yeah.
It
But
makes you hunt around.
It was only going to be on for a
Oh,
short
no, no,
period
no.
of time
The
anyway.
40s,
No.
The 40s were off altogether.
No. Just for a short period of time. They had always planned on bringing it back. So, that's the way it is all the time.
XM
Billy
is
Joel
not
smokes
a
cigars.
sponsor of the
I think
show.
the
I think it
screaming,
does.
the screaming and yelling of us.
But the thing
brought
is,
it back.
they also have the Monty Python channel. They did that for a short period, like a couple months.
Does Monty
and then
Python
changed
smoke
that.
cigars?
I think they might. All of them.
Monty does, but Python,
Python
doesn't.
doesn't. But it was only
But
for a short period of time. It was never going to be strictly changing it to Billy Joel the
Is
whole
this a cigar
time.
show?
Yeah.
I kind of.
You
You're
brought
the
up
one who brought it up.
radio,
You're the one who brought it
yeah.
up.
I
I thought
the-
it had a cigar thing with it, but
Well, there is a cigar theme. You know, during the 30s
He was smoking
and
a cigar
40s.
when he was thinking about it.
Yeah, Benny Goodman, used to alternate from his clarinet
So now
to a
what's going to
cigar.
happen is all these, the older generations start coming and complaining with us, and we're going to have to.
I think we should, the old people should stand up. It isn't always about AARP.
senior citizens.
Scott,
You know.
we're about to be the older generation.
We
so
vote,
spicy
we think.
I
think it's time
had
to
a
move
memory
on.
like you.
I think it's time to do.
Yeah, I
to
think I
move
vote.
on.
Let's move on.
Let's move
Yeah.
on. Let's spend 5 minutes voting and talking about it.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
All right, let's talk about this cigar.
Yeah.
Paul?
I like it a lot. It's got exactly what they said it was going to have. It's spicy. It's got some cedar, and it's toasty. The pepper is there. It's very much a medium-bodied smoke, but it covers your whole palate. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Well, I agree with the spice, and I think I agree with the cinnamon. I know that sounds strange, but I'm just suddenly getting the top and the back of my mouth. I'm getting something that's a little
It's got a
sweet.
little sweet finish. Yeah.
So I'm thinking that's the cinnamon. And I agree with the pepper. That goes right along with the spicy. And I love. Speaking of cinnamon, that's a great wrapper. I mean,
It
it's
is
got
beautiful.
a real.
Yeah,
you're
that's
absolutely
got a
right.
real.
It's almost like a
cinnamon color.
rosado.
Yeah.
Almost like a red shade.
I love
wrapper.
Creo 98 still.
Yeah, they're very good.
Yeah.
The guy who runs the factory, who founded the factory, and who grows this tobacco really pioneered Criollo 98 in Honduras. It was growing in other places, but he brought it to Honduras.
We used to have a Criollo
Yeah,
98
yeah,
cigar
yeah.
that we sold for $1.99.
So
it was so good. Oh my God, it was.
House brand?
Great
Yeah,
cigar,
from
yeah.
tropical
House,
tobacco.
It had
It was
like a little
very,
pine
very
tree on the
good.
label or
Yeah, it
something?
was awesome. It was very good for.
was
It was like
very-
$1.99,
on the side of the
and we used to
box,
sell
yeah.
tons of these cigars.
One guy came in and he
It was
used to
our
buy-
biggest selling cigar we had before we brought in the Eduardos.
That's right.
Miss T?
Yeah, I agree with everybody on the cigar. It's a lot of smoke in my mouth. I love it. When I first lit it up, it was really spicy, and then it mellowed out right away. I mean, like in 3 puffs. So that was really nice. The band is beautiful. Has the Empire State Building on it. Yeah, good cigar.
Oh,
Rob?
look at that. I agree. This cigar is it's very good. It's very smooth. I do get the spiciness, but that's not overpowering. I think it complements the toasty, cedary pepper taste to it. This cigar came out a while ago to offset the tax in New York when they're taxing up to 78%.
Right.
And they tried to keep the price down. What?
Nothing.
They tried to keep the price down. So this is an inexpensive cigar. And since it became so popular, they just opened it up to everybody and brought it out.
Yeah,
It's
there was
very
a
good.
time where you could only
You
buy
could
the
only
cigar
buy it in New York City.
Right.
In New York, right.
Did
Exactly.
you know that this is not the first cigar to use the name New York in it?
I do not.
Giamo used it.
There you go.
Yeah, they were
You
first.
win a Koopy doll.
That was 19. I can tell you what it
I
was.
read about that.
1998.
Yes.
1998.
You're right.
I
You won two
know
Koopy
I'm
dolls.
right.
Okay.
Is there any ever doubt?
Yes.
You've been
Wait,
wrong, I
Alex.
think, maybe one time ever.
Do I get to
Oh
say,
no, that's this year with
do I get
the
to
home
say
runs.
anything? No, that's not over yet.
What?
The
Talking
75
about the,
home
hey,
runs.
did you
75.
see
You're wrong
them?
about
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
They've
It's
been
a
doing
cigar
pretty well
show. I
lately.
get to say something about this cigar.
Go ahead.
I want my time.
Go ahead.
Wah.
I want my stars.
Go ahead.
You just
I
got
want
it.
my close-up.
Oh,
Mr. DeMille?
God.
Go ahead.
This is a lot lighter cigar than I thought. This is more in my wheelhouse. It has a lot of smoke, a lot of pleasant taste. It's not overpowering whatsoever. What's the price point of this cigar?
It's very inexpensive. Not
$7
very, but it's
maybe?
about $6.
Oh,
between
great.
$6 and $7.
That's the new sweet
You
spot.
find this mild?
I find it's
I
more
find
mild
to
than medium.
medium. I find
I
mild
don't
to
think
medium.
it's medium at all.
Because
really?
because it's so it levels out so much.
Yeah, it is
Like,
very,
it just
very
gets-
smooth, very mild.
Yeah.
But the flavors lay on your palate so
They do.
completely.
They do. It's
Right.
nice
Yeah.
finish.
It's
I don't get
certainly-
any of the cinnamon, though.
I get a little sweet
Yeah.
finish
I'm-
on it.
I don't
It's
like
like
the
sweet.
sweet.
I don't
caramel.
know what it is.
It's almost like caramel. It's a little sweet.
All right.
Oh, I have something to say. I have to just say this. Somebody asked me, right, what my favorite cookie was, and I said me.
Oh my God.
Did I hear
I
that
didn't
right?
like to say that. I swear. And I was like, oh, me.
Did I hear that right?
Yeah, I just.
Did she say that actually?
I don't
Came
know.
out of her
Ask
mouth,
the
right?
I don't know what she's saying.
Okay.
Anyway, I thought.
All
it
right,
was pretty
it's
funny.
time to rate it
What's the
because we're going to run out of
filling?
time.
Well, we're talking about food.
Okay.
You were?
We'll start with Paul.
Oh, a number?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what we do on this show, a number. We're doing a number on the audience
I'd
right
give it
now.
a 4.75. I like it a lot,
Okay.
That's high.
especially if I haven't smoked for a couple hours.
Yeah, I don't know how you managed to live all this time.
Beautiful wrapper, great
Yeah.
construction, great color, lots of smoke, fills your whole palate.
Yeah.
I wish I could figure out what that sweetness was, but I'll give it a 4.5.
It's a cookie.
I enjoy this one a lot. It's a cookie. It's a cookie.
It's a cookie.
But
Okay.
what's the feeling?
You know, factoring the price point and just the idea behind the actual cigar itself, I love a backstory. I'd say a 4.5.
Rob?
Not bad. I'll have to agree with Paul. I give it a 4.75.
Makes my job easy. Well, I can't really add anything to it. I mean, the price point makes it really a yummy cigar. I mean, it's very tasty, very pleasant to smoke, and I'm going to give it a 4.625, which makes the overall
Exactly
rating
what it comes to,
4.265.
that's
Boy, did
right.
I whiz out of that.
Yeah, you did.
Boy, oh boy.
I think we have an event upcoming very soon with
Actually, we
Alec
do.
Bradley. Well,
Actually, all month long, if you buy any 20 Alec Bradley, you can get a 10-pack of Alec
we're
Bradley.
only another week to go.
Another week. That's through all of July for $10.
That's awesome.
If you buy any 10 Alec Bradley, mix and match, whatever you want, you can get that a 5-pack for $10.
And they're expensive cigars in that.
Oh
bag,
yeah, the
Yeah.
value is, what was the value? 65.
Also, the
for
pack is a
10-pack?
variety.
About $65.
Oh, it's a
We've been
variety
selling a
pack.
ton of them, you know that?
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Are we going to do a competition so you can sell the most?
we should. And actually, this weekend, George Sosa is going to be in a couple of our stores. He's going to be in Horsham on Friday from 11 to 3, then Colmar from 5 to 8. Then this Saturday, George is going to be in Fraser from 11 to 3, and then Oxford Valley from 5 to 8. So,
And George is an old dear friend of ours. I've known George for about almost time he's been in the cigar business, close to 20 years. And he's a great guy. I hope you all come out and meet him. He's got great stories. They call him the Master Chef or Master Chief or
Master
whatever
Chief.
from his military days. Well, he also, if you look at him, he
We're
could
back
be a
on the
Master
food.
Chef
We're
too.
back on the
Yeah,
food.
he's a good cook.
He's one of the good guys in our industry, and we always enjoy seeing him. So we hope you've enjoyed today's program. I'll let everybody say their customary goodbyes.
No pole in the field?
Oh, I forgot. We have a piece, Paul in the Fields, that we're going to run right now. Thank you, Paul. That was very informative. Interesting. Interesting slide presentation.
It was fun to be there.
Time to say goodbye quickly. Quickly.
Hey, hurry up.
Smoke sweet. Bye-bye for now. Bye, Dad.
Ciao
Quickly.
for now, everybody.
Hi, Mom. Life's too short. Smoke short cigar.
That's all, folks.
Smoke
Thanks
often
very
and
much.
smoke happy. Life's too
Oh,
sweet
God.
to smoke short.
I forgot all
That's
about
what
it.
he said, right? That's what he said.
pressure.
I forgot all of it. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.